charger on first.
We thought this world was safe until the Geth showed up.
Yeah.
Check your targets. Could be friendlies.
I haven't seen friendlies so far. Yeah, but Nihilus died fast. I was actually thinking he might be a good guy. I guess he was. But he got destroyed very fast. We just met him. That's the wrong gun, actually. And he already got directed. Already.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request
amazing.
immediate
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Oh.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Uh-oh. Wait, what? Oh, I see.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it. Too dangerous.
What the heck happened? Oh damn, it exploded. Wait, what? There goes our beacon, huh? Complete Eden Prime, okay. That was the first mission.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
Uh-oh.
This human must be eliminated.
Is that the council? I guess. He has some anger issues.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
Chakwas.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
How did I end up here? How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
Alright. Maybe we meet the council soon. Oh, okay. Looked like it, because Saren is a Turian, right? And he's a Spectre. This is what I got from his interaction with Nihilus. So I would have assumed that this was the council. Because a matriarch is just a female patriarch, right? So apparently I made the wrong connection. Thanks.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity.
Beta waves, that's
Abnormal
the same
beta
you get
waves.
when you meditate in deep
I
state.
also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
Yeah, vision. Or yeah, it could also be remote viewing. But what's with the lady? When we like the smirk she gave us there, like. Can we get in her pants in this game or something?
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Good.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
Yeah.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
Well, it's not about prediction. Intel is not about predicting things. It's about actually scouting out, isn't it? What the hell? Anyway, you wanted to talk?
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous.
Oh.
And he hates humans.
Oh.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
It's the old story, that humans are expanding too fast and the other species don't like it. But I mean, the galaxy is huge. As long as you're not forcefully invading other planets, I don't see a problem. I always misheard the doctor's name as Dr. Chocolate. Now that you say that, I don't even know what the actual name was. I guess I missed that. It's bad. The chocolate, maybe. A vision.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I can choose this. I would say a warning.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre.
Don't worry about it.
He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
I see. Makes sense. First get the diplomatics right.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre
I'm not so
status.
sure about that, though.
I'll contact the ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
I mean, I knew that, as I mentioned in the beginning, I was pretty sure that the war that happened between humans and the Turians, that this would play some sort of role. A rogue Spectre it is, huh? But I assume there is more in there. Although the Citadel is equipped with mass effect generating a mass effect. Roll credits! Element 0 cores. Most of the gravity on the station is generated by the centrifugal force of rotation. Alright. 7 billion metric tons. 30 million people. Damn. The Citadel. So that's the main thing of the council, right? Non-sapient creatures.
After the Geth secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines.
Like zombies, basically.
Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
Maybe they just hate their creators. You know? Could happen.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Prothean extinction, numerous species have come to call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and financial capital of the galactic community. To represent their interests, most species maintain embassies on the Presidium, the Citadel's inner ring. The Citadel Tower in the center of the Presidium holds the Citadel Council Chambers. Council affairs often have far-reaching effects on the rest of the galactic community. 5 arms, known as the Wards, extend from the Presidium. Their inner surfaces have been built into cities, populated by millions of inhabitants from across the galaxy. The Citadel is virtually indestructible. If attacked, the station can close its arms to form a solid, impregnable shell. For as long as the station has existed, an enigmatic race called the Keepers has maintained it.
Keepers. I like how much detail they even just put in a space station. Right? Build an entire story around just how this cool station came to be. They just don't make games like this anymore, do they? Where they take some real time to take care of every little detail of the storyline.
Hey, Commander.
Oh, it's you.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
Soldiers die. I wonder... but like, there's always a choice to be a complete asshole, right? And I wonder if this actually changes anything in the game. If you choose to be an asshole over a good leader. I choose to be the good leader, obviously, but... I wonder if it turns you to the dark side.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out. And you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't have shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
You see, it costs nothing to be a kind person. Actually, free. So always go that way. Don't disappoint me.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
You're welcome. Also, you got time later, maybe? For a examination? What you got?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Oh, chocolates. Okay, chocolate. Yeah, it's close. The main story won't change much, but in the side content you will be like a space pendant. Oh, okay. I like that. Yeah, okay, the main story, of course, can't really change that much, right? But it's good that it changes the side quests. And I assume also how they interact with you. The other people. I assume. You bring this over here properly. No? Personal questions.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure.
Oh, really?
I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined.
I like her.
But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
Mm-hmm. Good.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What's that?
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration.
Oh.
Sometimes there are complications.
Is it like some augmentations?
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain.
Huh?
There's a long list of horrific side effects.
You could say that.
Hayden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Severe mental disabilities. Doesn't sound like it's something you should work with. Alright?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yeah.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Thank you. You guys don't mind me eavesdropping a little? No, never mind. Never mind. Where do we need to go? Wait, where am I? Oh, that's me, Shepard. Tag 3, tag 1. Captain's office. Alright, Captain. Just walk in there like...
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Sorry, I lost words there for a second. Alright. I don't know where to go. Let's go here then. Is that the slowest elevator ever? By using a squad member's locker allows you to assign equipment to them. New equipment may be purchased from the requisition office. I see. Can I drive this thing? I definitely want to drive this thing. Oh, we got a codex thing.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Of course.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright. 1280. Where do I get this anyway? Heavy armor human. Scorpion 4. This shit is expensive. Hell? Wait, these are mine, right? Wait, I'm confused. Oh, sell. I can sell it. Oh, I have a heavy armor. 30? What? Sell all junk. I don't know what I did, but I'm a head rounds. 11? This is fucking pointless. What the hell? Probably better to turn them into this gel thingy than selling it. Oh, that's a bridge, huh? Actually, it's not. Who are you?
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
You could say that. Alright, what we got? Tips and vehicles.
The Mako infantry fighting vehicle was designed for the System Alliance's frigates. Though the interior is cramped, an M35 is small enough to be carried in the cargo bay and easily deployed on virtually any world. With its turreted 155mm mass accelerator and coaxially mounted machine gun, the Mako can provide a fire team with weapon support as well as mobility.
Can I actually drive
Since
this?
Alliance...
I guess not.
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create mass effect fields through the use of electrical impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce mass effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual. There are 3 branches of biotics. Telekinesis uses mass-lowering fields to levitate or impel objects. Mass-raising kinetic fields are used to block or pin objects. Spatial distortion uses rapidly shifting mass fields to shred objects. Most organic species are capable of developing biotic abilities, though there are risks involved. Biotics are the result of an in utero exposure to element 0. This usually causes fatal cancers in the victim, but in rare cases, it coalesces into nodules within the fetus's developing nervous system.
Damn. So you have a chance to either have cancer or have superhuman abilities. Well, I guess there's a trade-off. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we all have this within us anyway, right? It's another thing we have established long ago, that we can actually, through our mind, can't control matter. We just don't, like we could. We don't have the access to it yet because we would misuse it, as we have done in the past as humans.
Element 0 can increase or decrease the mass of a volume of space-time when subjected to an electrical current. With a positive current, mass is increased. With a negative current, mass is decreased. The stronger the current, the greater the magnitude of the dark energy mass effect. In space, low mass fields allow FTL travel and inexpensive surface-to-orbit transit. High mass fields create artificial gravity and push space debris away from vessels. In manufacturing, low mass fields permit the creation of evenly blended alloys, while high mass compaction creates... Omni-tools are handheld devices that combine a computer microframe, sensor analysis pack, and manufacturing fabricator. Versatile and reliable, an Omni tool can be used to analyze and adjust the functionality of most standard equipment, including weapons and armor, from a distance. The fabrication module can rapidly assemble small three-dimensional objects from common reusable industrial plastics, ceramics, and light alloys. This allows for field repairs and modifications to most standard items, as well as the reuse of salvaged equipment. Omni tools are...
Okay. Alright. Good to know. Oh, I just examined this thing.
Biotics is the... When
EXO.
subjected to an electrical current, the rare material dubbed Element Zero, or EXO, emits a dark energy field that raises or lowers the mass of all objects within it. This mass effect is used in countless ways, from generating artificial gravity to manufacturing high-strength construction materials. It is most prominently used to enable faster-than-light space travel. EXO is generated when solid matter, such as a planet, is affected by the energy of a star going supernova. The material is common in the asteroid debris that orbits neutron stars and pulsars. These are dangerous places to mine, requiring extensive use of robotics, telepresence, and shielding to survive the incredible radiation from the dead star. Only a few major corporations can afford the setup costs required to work these primary sources. Humanity discovered refined Element Zero at the Prothean Research Station on Mars, allowing them to create mass effect fields and develop FTL travel.
I like how you are exposed to the story through these kind of things, just walking around. So this basically was that EXO, what propelled us into interstellar travel. Because you're okay, this is made from dying stars, basically, right? Mass effect. I wonder, like the game is called Mass Effect, right? I wonder if this is a bigger role later, or plays a bigger role later down the line. We'll see, I guess. We will see, I guess. This elevator is so ass. Oh, these stairs remind me of Star Wars. Howdy. Oh, we're here again. I remember that.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We're basically on the Normandy again. I get it. Gotcha. Joker. He's literally called Joker.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Wait, what do we pay taxes for? These are the speed travel thingies, right? That's a cool looking ship, by the way. Very fancy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's like the hub of the galaxy.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
That's a big ship.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
That's pretty
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
What just happened? Oh, hello.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
Nice way of
What about
dodging the
Saren?
point.
You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Of course. I mean... Okay, so first of all, it's only Turians in the Council? Did I see this right? Because that doesn't seem right. If the entire Galactic Council is only run by one race? I don't know about that.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Can't blame her. That's a pretty fancy space station. You know? Wasn't there also Elysium in yeah, it was a movie that was called Elysium. No, there are three different species. Oh really? It looks like it's all one. Looked like it anyway. Might be wrong. Okay, then it's fine.
Big place.
I could say that.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
That's racist. Oh damn. Alliance Patrol Report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Row cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Yeah, it does seem, however, like the Turians are very closed off towards anyone, really, and especially humans. I mean, it makes sense considering the war we had, but still. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm here. Why does it actually... What just happened? Why does it not focus on where I am? Avina. Whoever this is. CSEC HQ. Check out a bunch of things here.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Cortana? Almost. Not as naked.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Alright.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
How's it got?
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the other races see the Turians, because we obviously have some issues with them. I wonder what... I mean, I guess the other races, I haven't really seen any so far, have we? But I wonder what they think of them, because obviously they are a bit hostile towards us.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Huh. Okay, so maybe I was judging them too harshly too early, huh? Considering they gave us an embassy earlier than usual. Which is also not a good idea, I think. I mean, of course, maybe humans are big enough... I'm sorry. Maybe, yeah, they're big enough to warrant this. But at the same time, that obviously creates the kind of princess on the cake behavior. I don't know. But it also, because then that makes everyone else look badly towards human species. Even though we didn't ask for it, right? I guess. I say we, as I've gone past it, all of it. But I'm a human, so I guess that makes sense.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Salarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
I like this a lot, by the way, because I like this whole thing that's happening story-wise in the game. Because this is how I imagine it once humanity gets into interstellar issues. This is all a lot and very much complicated. Because you want to make it right for all the races and species, right? You want to give them not give them preferential treatment, and sort of keep everyone at the same level, but there will always be tensions, right? Always. Just like it is on Earth. Just at a much larger scale. It's very interesting though. I like this topic a lot.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
Lesser species.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor.
I like how he did the "you bitch," which, by the way, they clearly took her design from Halo. Citadel Council.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
Of course.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
I mean, as I said before, I believe that actually I kind of understand the Turians to an extent. Because they probably knew that playing with the ancient technology like humans did might have some repercussions. And humans just didn't give a fuck, as always. So I could understand why they see them as some sort of danger. For us, for that matter. Because we are too reckless with things we don't understand. Which we still are. We absolutely are like that. I think you could see humans in the grand galactic scheme as toddlers with machine guns. Pretty much. We do things without really understanding them, which also has, of course, propelled us forward in many instances, but also put us back in many instances, I feel like. And we are obviously quick to do bad things, which is due to the emotions. But yeah.
Do you know anything about Spectres?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
Yeah, that's still debatable. I mean, I understand why they do it. Because if you have some sort of issue to deal with, but you first have to go through 15 different gremiums and iterations of political layers, then you will just never be able to take action, right? And having these Spectres outside of the law, they can obviously, they're like a fast deploy group. But on the other hand, anything that is outside the law is always dangerous. Always.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Thank you.
The Geth, the Volus, are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
It's interesting because from the first part they read like wildlings, pretty much. And being tribal, but then they are all very economic. That's funny. Sorry for yawning, by the way, earlier. My son kept me up.
The Citadel is an ancient... The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other two, and all have a vested interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the Council species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators. The Salarians gather intelligence and information.
I see.
The Turians provide the bulk of the military and peacekeeping forces. Any species granted an embassy on the Citadel is considered an associate member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member of the Citadel in 2165.
So we're still completely fresh in this whole thing. Obviously there are issues with that, I guess. But these are the Turians, right? I guess these are the Asari. It's Solari. Well, no, I guess. Sorry. I wish I would have slept more tonight.
Biotics is the ability. A virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation,
Why VI over AI?
including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action.
Much like our AI.
VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines, propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common.
How did they know all this already 20 years earlier? Because you very much know this is like basically talking about deepfakes, right? Of living personalities is illegal. Deepfakes are illegal, but they are historically they are very common. Of course they are. Much like when Elon Musk got his grok out to make videos out of any still image, the first thing people did with that, of course, was creating porn of their favorite female celebrity. Obviously. Right? That was the first thing people did. As they always do, right? So it's not allowed, and there is some moderation in the AI engine itself, but if you ask the prompt properly, you can still get it going. I guess that's the nature with any AI, huh? Apparently. Funny. Okay, so, who are you?
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
Commander?
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
I see.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
I know.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
Trillions?
I should be going now.
Yeah.
Have a pleasant day.
Thank you. Trillions? But they still all are somewhat humanoid, at least in their appearance. No sort of animal species. Oh, never mind. There's one, okay.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Oh, you're staring at a wall. I don't know about that. That's a Turian? What the hell is this? Alright, so I was speaking too soon.
Oh,
they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Likewise, buddy. Likewise. Yeah, CSEC. Let's talk to these guys. What you got?
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Does it matter?
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious.
Yes.
Always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind. Forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
What's bad about curiosity, though?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get.
It's true.
And you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
Okay, so this is actually, I think this is a 2007 game. Yes, exactly. That's what I was saying. Yes. Meaning, with the whole AI talk, it was ahead of its time, seems like. But I think many topics that are covered here, it was ahead of its time, right? Even the whole political scenario is pretty irrelevant right now. Even though it's, of course, in space. But if you sort of interpolate it down on Earth, it's the same pretty much, as well as AI. And racial issues, obviously, which are still prevailing these days. And how to deal with it. And how humans operate in general. Which I actually like how they display humans in this game, because very expansive, very curious, but also a bit reckless in following that. It's very fitting as to how our species operates, isn't it? But he's actually correct there, also. That's a problem humans have. Often. Always trying to gain power. Just for the sake of power. It's not always that healthy, is it? But oh well. But yeah, what I actually got wrong, because I thought that the Council isn't too fond of us. But then again, it seems like, as he said, if the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. So, yeah, because they gave us access very early. And as I mentioned, this would come back badly from the other species. They wouldn't like it, and they didn't. Obviously. And but I totally understand, actually, the Turian guy over here, like this executed Palin. Because if you just came into this, and you are treated with special treatment by the Council for no apparent reason, why would you trust them? Right? Especially with what they did in the Turian War. Like the First Contact War, when we just were recklessly dealing with ancient technology we didn't understand. We didn't have the best start in the intergalactic handlings. We're not favorites. I think we kinda are, aren't we?
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
Now that paints a different picture, though. So there is some actual fight. Infighting, race fighting. Who gets the most diplomatic power in the Council? Why can't people just chill? That's sort of the question, right? Why does everyone always need more power? Why, right? Why is this always necessary? Why can't we just chill? Get your embassy and just then do your own thing in your own planets or whatnot.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Yeah, I was not thinking he would just open up about this.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Liaising. That was a nice phrase.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres, they'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
I actually agree with this guy a lot. And I like their general moral code. They are absolutely against corruption on any level. Humans could learn a lot from that. Be real for a second. Our entire government is corrupt, right? At least in the West, I don't know, but eastern part of the world, I don't know how they do it, but over here everything is corrupt. It's fuck. And they are completely against it. But he also agrees that, of course, some people will slip through the radar, but they do their best, as he said. It's not like of course, it's not perfect. No system that size will ever be perfect. But I also agree with him entirely. I don't like I don't like the Spectres as a ideal as it is, because you have laws for a reason, and having anyone be above the law by their own judgment just seems to be a recipe for disaster, to be honest. Yeah, goodbye.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye.
Level up, eh? Okay.
Sure is peaceful here.
Sure is. It's a funny thing. There's a lot of green and water and stuff, so it does look kind of cool, but at the same time, it's also a lot of metal. I don't know if I would like to live here. That guy's fake, right? I assume. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow Biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. You understand us, few tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come join us in the Hawking Ether cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, what the... I love how dialogue was meaningful back in gaming. Yes! Absolutely, man. I was just thinking, every dialogue I've been listening to so far was very interesting, and also actually something I wanted to mention earlier. I like how the races are not just like for example, the Turians are not just like a military-driven, moral code kind of species. They have nuance, right, in how they operate and how they think. And yeah, as you said, with the corruption there, but at the same time, they are still military-driven, even though he's just sitting on the desk most of the time. There's a lot of nuance in how they operate. So, and I noticed this when I was thinking initially one thing about the Turians, now it's different again, and later I will think differently about them again. So if you switch positions a lot, that means you have to, like we all do, put species, races, people in drawers first, right? Like you see someone, the way they're dressed, your brain immediately puts them in some sort of drawer, right? With other people that look like this, you expect them to be exactly like that, right? This is just, it's not like racist or something, or even sexist. This is just for your brain. It's easier for your brain, because if you had to evaluate every individual you see on the street on its own anew, that's just a lot of mental work, right? So we just put them in drawers, right? You see someone that looks feminine, that's a woman. You see someone that looks male or masculine, that's a man. Draw. then they are dressed like this. For example, let's say the woman is half naked, slut, right? Very simple. Or I don't know, something like you see a dude that is like super buff, steroids kind of guy. He's dumb. And of course, these drawers are sometimes wrong, maybe even often, but that just makes it easier for your brain. And I like that this game is also doing this, like with all these. Like you put these Turians initially in the sort of draw that they are just very militarily codex driven, but they actually have a lot more nuance to them than I thought. I like this, and I totally understand why people are only playing old games these days, like at least 10-year-old games, because you don't get that level of detail even just in the dialogue anymore, because this all had to be voiced, right? Crazy. Another 6 points. Alright. Is that Carnage? I can't do this though. Charges all talents so they can be used. I have never used any talent so far, have I? This makes a lot of charm. I like that. You can do some better throw, huh? How about that? And you go more into the assault rifles. Like this. Alright. So there was... What is this place?
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
Well, I mean, it is the galactic hub of people. And you see all sorts of races, obviously, right? But naturally, each race tends to stick with their own.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
Why does everyone know me here?
You know who I am?
Your arrival created a bigger-than-average stir among the diplomats and hangers-on around here.
Hangers-on.
There's always something new happening around here.
Sure.
I could fill you in on some points of interest if you'd like.
100%. It's also very accurate. The bartenders always know shit.
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I try Flux or Cora's Den.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Doesn't say much, but okay.
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Goodbye.
All right.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
So long.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Yeah, that's why she's sitting around, huh? Gotcha.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she would. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
I bet you did too.
Is that just one woman that does all the guys?
What do you want? Oh, Commander.
What do you want?
Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... that is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
I like the dialogue a lot in this game. It's very, very fun. Okay, this is a huge place, isn't it? This is where I'm supposed to go, C-Sec Academy. But what if I want to check out the other stuff? What's this? Another Avina, Emporium, Bank. Oh, how do I get there?